know, growing up, I had a lot of creative influences in my life, and it rubbed off. And apparently, it rubbed off on this guy right here too. I want you to meet Rob Cobasky. He's an artist, a sculptor, and my nephew. My sister is highly creative, and apparently Diane, who's my sister, it rubbed off on you, right, Rob?
Yep, I got it.
This is pretty exciting because Rob is debuting his artwork for the first time at the Prescott Rodeo Days Arts and Crafts Show in downtown Prescott, coming up over the 4th of July weekend, which is always a huge event in downtown Prescott. And just taking a look, if you guys will just kind of give us an idea of some of your art. Rob, you've never been trained. This is something that you just do.
I just go on the internet and study different people doing their craft and try to look and see what they're using, and sometimes I can't figure it out, and I'll go to art shows and or stores and ask them what they think this could be, and then they'll take me around and I'll smell it and touch it and everything, and I say, you know, this has got to be it. I'll go home and try it.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I'm going to walk over here, you guys, because I want you to take a look at some of this stuff right over here and just get a look at some of the detail that goes into this one. Look at this one right here. Now this one, you have a name for everything. What is this one called?
This one's called Sparehead. It's another casting that came from Terminaviator over there, that beautiful nightmare sculpture over there. This was basically a reject, and I figured, you know, I'd just have some fun with it. And sometimes when you take sculptures that you're going to throw away in the garbage can and you take it right back out of the garbage can and start playing with it, you create new things and open more doors and everything for other pieces, and that's basically what this is.
Well, what's so amazing is how you look at things, Rob, and I mean the veins and the detail and their eyes. I mean, you can feel their emotion.
The eyes give my sculptures their soul. I feel like that's what gives it their soul. You know, sometimes I'll be working on a sculpture and it don't come alive till I do the eyeballs. Yeah.
And sometimes you end up throwing it in the trash can and pulling it out and it becomes something else.
Yeah,
right?
this sculpture over here I call...
before we go there,
okay.
what are we looking at right here? What's this one?
That's called Terminaviator. It's basically a combination of Terminator and World War II pilot. I'm a pilot myself. I love flying. I love anything that has to do with airplanes, so I figured I'd combine the two. I like to combine gears and non-living things with living things and throw some fiction in there and realism, and this is how I kind of create my stuff.
It's so cool.
Thank you.
I get a chance to watch Rob every time because he works at a hair salon, well, his hair salon. I walk in, he's always working on something. I get to watch it evolve.
Yeah.
But this is kind of how it starts. I mean, it starts with a ball of clay,
right?
But you've cast everything, and this is kind of where it goes to the next level.
Right. I make it out of a Chivant clay. It's basically a wax clay, and then I make my molds, and this is basically how the mold looks, and this here is called the mother mold, and that's what holds all this rubber stuff that I paint on my sculpture. And so I'm going to show you guys. I poured this last night to get ready for the show and everything, and this is how I do the finished part right here. You can see that this is the back of this cowboy right over here. So this was a wax clay sculpture, and you know, I made the mold and then took the wax sculpture out, destroying it, and then I put my mold back together, and then through this right here I pour in the resin, and this basically is how they do a bronze sculpture. I'm just not casting it in a bronze, I'm casting it in like a hard resin, and then I go into the painting.
And what's so amazing, and what blows my mind, is that with each one of these pieces, in some cases, you have to do the fingers individually, and I mean, sometimes this is just a process all in itself. So, Rob, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for
being in my life.
Thanks for being in my life.
And we have the info to Rob and his studio and the upcoming show on our website, sonoranliving.com. It's in downtown Prescott. It's the Rodeo Days Festival.
Yeah, huge.
So stop by and say congratulations, Rob. It's his debut.
Yes.